Hello everyone, this is Melinda with False Teeth Real Trome, and I need to really get some things out of my head. I've been having so many thought drops, downloads, whatever somebody wants to call them. About 3 or 4 days ago, I was telling our friend here, Joji, that I had this really profound video that I was going to need to make. And the majority of it I just can't even remember because I was just had so many revelations is a good word of different things that's gone on in my life since I've been a young child. And then I was having a dream last night or something. But it was when I was real little. We grew up. I was the 7th out of 8 children, and Dad had another daughter. And but with Mom and Dad, there was 8, and I was the 7th one. And everybody was going to St. Columban School in Loveland, Ohio. And there was just something I so I got myself in trouble, and they called my mom in. And Sister Mary Paula, she said, she thought I was going to say something else, I'm sure. But she said, so do you want to stay here at this school, or do you want to go to public school? And I said, public school. And so Mom took me out of the Catholic school, and the rest of them, they stayed. And my little sister, she never had to go. She never had to go. And so we went to Lloyd Mann. She's quite a few, maybe 3 years younger than me or something. But I remember one day, and I remember it. I know I remembered it throughout the years once or twice. But then last night I had this dream because we was out on this is real. This really happened. We was out on the playground because it was recess, and we was all in a line to go up the slide, all taking turns. And these were tall. I mean, they even went over the monkey bars tall. I mean, it was maybe 12, 15 steps up or something. But and it was going slow. I mean, but the guy behind me, he was getting all impatient. Come on, come on. Well, I couldn't go up on the next step because there was somebody else there. And but when I got to the top, and it had this bar that went over like this, and I knew he was right behind me, so I didn't, because usually when there isn't a whole lot of people, they give you like an extra steps. That way, if you wanted to hold on to the bar, you could jump up and like swoosh down. And but there was no space to do that, so I kind of like ducked my head down and under the bar, so that way then I could sit down and slide down. Well, as I was ducking down the bar, this boy was impatient and he pushed me. And I right on top of my head, I landed on the, it was a blacktop. And but in the dream, and it was, I think I was waking up. And but when I hit the pavement in the dream state, I felt like my whole head like crushing down, and I could hear it just crushing down. But I remember when I opened up my eyes, it was all these kids around me, and there was a teacher or somebody out there, and she was leaning over me, and she was like, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" And I remember saying, "Yeah." And she may have helped me up or something, and she must have been holding on to me. I think she was holding on to me because the bell had rung. So I don't know how long I was out, but it didn't seem too much of a recess. And then I don't even know if they told my mom or dad or mom or anything. I have no idea. And but I don't remember anybody talking about it. But other things that has happened along my life, whoever watched that Heart and Soul video know about the time that when I was being hurt as a young child, I had this outer body to where this hawk was flying above the tree tops, and then all of a sudden I was on this hawk's back, and we was flying because I could see the field that I just walked across, and treetops and all kinds of stuff. And so I was blessed in that way. But different things that has happened throughout my life, and the time that I was, this had been years ago, where I had somehow went up in this ship, and I remember talking to like they was about the same height as me, and but then I looked over, so I really don't know what the ET was saying. I know he was, it wasn't like words, it was, but I kept looking over, and I didn't know this had happened to anybody else, but about a year ago when I was in a class, and one of my teachers had said the same thing, you know, because I had said it, and she was like, "That happened to me too." And however it went down, however it was said, I don't remember, but I truly remember looking over, and there was all these little girls, and they kind of looked like me, and I remember talking to, I do remember asking if these were my children, and and then I got the answer yes, and but they were like a couple years apart. It seemed like, there was like maybe from the ages like maybe 4 to 8 or something like that, but there was maybe 10 kids, and but they were allowed to look down, and it was a looking glass or a mirror or something that was in the ship, excuse me, where they could look down and see. They could see down on the earth, and I remember having a thought of that they was allowed to look anytime that they wanted to. And but last night on this dream, it was like one of them, like it went back in time and forward in time, to where one of those kids, I know this sounds crazy, but I may have passed then. And one of these other kids, I think they went into the future to get one of these kids to place me back, because it wasn't my time, is the gist of the dream. Because, I mean, the cracking and the smushing of my brain, I mean, it was at least as high as like where the roof is on a one-story house. It was at least as tall as that, the slide was, down on blacktop. And that blacktop, it didn't give. And I know that there's been several times that I had where I came really close to passing as an adult, and I remember seeing all these lights, and or light beams maybe, but there was hundreds of them just everywhere. They were everywhere. And they were like this yellow and white color, and in the dream last night or this morning, as my head was crushing on the pavement, I started to see the light beams. And so I'm curious about that. And about 6 months ago, maybe, I had another to where, and it was crazy. I mean, I had taken a sip of something to drink, and somehow or another, it went to my lungs instead of my throat. And I was coughing so hard I couldn't breathe. Hold on. Are you guys going to be shh? Okay. No, shh. It's okay, boy. But, I was coughing so hard, I couldn't breathe. And, it seemed like minutes, but I know when maybe it was a good solid minute at least. But, a, a voice came and said, "You're either going to die or you're going to listen to me." And I said, "I'm going to listen." And all the light beams, I seen all those light beams again. And again, they was like this yellowish white color. And they said exactly what to do. I didn't feel like I was going to faint. I didn't feel like I was going to. Before that, though, the thought crossed my head that I wasn't going to make it, and my kids would come and find me. And that's when that voice came, and I did exactly what they said. Whatever it was, I don't even remember what it was, but I remember. I remember doing what they asked me to do, and then all of a sudden I could breathe, and but the very first time I seen a ship, it was my friend Devin Vestering. We were very good friends in school, and this is junior high, and I was over her house. I may have spent the night, I don't know, and but we was walking down her street, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if we both looked up or what, but we were stopped and looking up at this ship, and it wasn't moving. It was just there. And then after however long, it just took off. And then sometime in this last couple of days, I had a thought, because our friend Jen, how she always says that, it's like taking a piece of paper and then like going through for the time. And so, I thought, yeah, that sounds about right. But whenever it was in these last few days, it was I knew that what I was saying to my son Ricky about a month ago, I don't know. My perception of time is off. And but I was telling him that I was having this feeling that instead of that's just when we see them when they're stopped. But I told him, I said, I was having a thought drop that it was a ship just appearing there. And after it got to where it was all the way here, everything inside the ship, whatever, was all here, and then it could take off. And And then there was just so many things that's happened. But I was on YouTube and something was showing me to go here, 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 and here, and here, and here, and boom, there was this video. And I knew I needed to click on it. And I'd never seen this person before or anything. I just knew I needed to click on it. And I did. And it blew my mind. All these different things that I've been feeling over the years, all different things that I've experienced myself, or even stories that, my kids has told me when they were little. Even the stories where I hear people sometimes, and my kids, they were seeing people hear nows and different things. And I remember one day that, and I know I've shared this in the chats before and different things, but for who didn't hear it, when some of my kids were still here, and I took over the basement, gave them the other stories, take it. And but I woke up and went upstairs and went to the bathroom, and I heard what I thought was Ricky's wife, Stevie, talking to one of her children. And so after I got done using the bathroom and stuff, I came out, and the door was a little bit open, so I kind of like knocked on it, and nobody said anything. I thought, well, okay. But I was like, hey, and nobody answered, so it kind of freaked me out some. And so, the door was opened up anyway, so, I just, like, went to knock on it or whatever, and then kind of pushed the door open. But nobody was in there. Nobody. And I clearly heard them talking. Clearly. Plain as day. And little kid was laughing and different things when they were talking, and I don't remember what they said or anything like that. It's been too long ago. But and then just so many things has happened. But when I clicked on this video and was having my mind just blown, literally, that other people had experienced this and has worked in different places and gathered informations and all this kind of stuff. And it was like, it was showing me that all those things was real. It was real. I didn't even know till a couple years ago. I thought everybody thought the way that I did. That people could feel other people and what they were thinking or saying in their head or whatever. I thought everybody did that. I didn't even have no idea until I found the community here. And I know I've shared that before. but for who don't know, and to put it all in perspective. And there's been a couple of times that I've been doing videos and they came and they chatted with me. They're listening. And it's time. It's time. It was time for me to hear and see everything that happened. I did. Thank you. Anyway. Anyway, this woman's video that I was watching, that was just like blowing me away. I have got to tell you guys who she is. And I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. And anybody who believes or don't believe, and I know the majority of us, if not all of us here in this community, do believe or is becoming aware of what I'm talking about, you know. And she's talked to so many people that has worked in so many areas, like Area 51 and just all over the place, everywhere. And she's been doing this, I think she said the 70s or something like that. And but it's time. And you know how I say, you know, because in a lot of it, I don't think really understand war or anything like that. I don't think we're supposed to have these wars, you know, and if we don't straighten up, other things may happen. But I would like all you guys to go visit this woman. Her name is Linda Moulton Howe with Earth Files. Linda Moulton Howe with Earth Files. Earth Files is her channel name. She is amazing. Just amazing. She has done everything from like back in the like 60 or late 60s, 70s or something like that, with animal mutilations. And remember back then when, you know, there was a lot of animals being mutilated and stuff. She was there. You know, she was there. She has talked to people that where these spaceships and stuff has either been shot down or crashed, whatever the thing is. I've watched several of her shows now, and I so thank my higher power and my guides. My higher self is, I believe, that's what the thing was, that my higher self was my guide. And and in class about how the it was I'm going to talk to the teacher that I had to see if she remembers, and maybe we could do a video or something. And but that way you have somebody else also there that can verify, that. And this happened a year ago, and but you guys, Linda Moulton Howe with Earth Files. Check her out. Subscribe to her. She goes live every Wednesday, she says. I haven't caught her live or anything yet, but I so plan on it, and man, do I want to. And but I think that we all need to wake up a little bit more. And she's getting all these answers. She's a reporter. She's wrote books, all this stuff. I love you guys so much. Please go visit her. And yeah, this was awesome. I love you guys. Bye-bye.